So now I wait, Ollie. Where do I see his imitation at some point? Here?
Yes, it should come up.
Hello everyone, welcome. So he's with his personal account or?
Yes, it is personal.
Hello everyone, Ollie is coming. I won't be the only one. He's there. Connection is a bit bad.
I think my wife.
Hello mate.
Hello?
Do you receive me?
I receive you. Ask the Victor.
Okay. Radio check. All good.
Copy. 1, 2.
You have some questions for me, and I have some questions for you. I think no.
Something like that. Yeah, okay. I have a few.
First, welcome everyone to join us. I think we have some nice question and answers from both of us about career, about simple things, about future, about I don't know. After you will be able to ask questions. So, thanks for being here with us today. I think the first one is me. Yeah. Okay. So you are ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Coming into this season, what did you expect?
Coming into the season, it was tough to make expectation. I'm quite young. I only did 1 year in F3, so I was just trying to build up race by race and keep improving. And yeah, that was it really. We knew we had a strong car, but I didn't want to make expectation. Just go for it. So now it's for you.
Yes.
So you've been really quick in places like Jeddah and Silverstone. How did it feel when you managed to get the first results, and how challenging was it for you?
For sure, it was challenging to get a first result, the first victory, and also to feel the confidence in myself to make it until the end. Of course, the first part of the season was always difficult to make and put everything together from FP to I will say the feature race win. But yeah, that was challenging. It was just a matter of knowing what to work on, what were the key points, and in the end, it's all about the mindset and the approach you need to get from the difference of managing a qualifying is different, and it can be the opposite of managing a race. So I will say when I found the way to work in races, it finally ended up well with the win in Silverstone. So, yeah.
Nice.
Then, when did things click for you in F2?
Didn't really click until I kind of found the mindset of racing. Especially F3, it's quite different where you are just pushing flat out. F2 there was a bit more strategy, a bit more thought to happen. And before I understood that, I was making a lot of mistakes and not really bringing the results. Once I understood that, it was a bit easier to start to bring some consistency because the speed was always there since the beginning. So your first win was at Silverstone. You also had a 5-second penalty. So did you think you were going to make it, or was it a bit tight?
No, I think honestly it was tough, a tough moment to accept. Of course, we also me in the car, I was a bit upset because when you are fighting with a driver, it's always really close, so you can get on the limit of track limit. I mean, it can get close to get a penalty, but in the end, I was a bit upset. I had a bit of anger in myself, so. I was seeing the win, but obviously getting the 5 seconds penalty. First, I didn't know I was getting one. It's until a certain point where I asked my engineer why he was asking me to pull a big gap ahead, and then I kind of realized I was getting a penalty. So yeah, I try to not focus on that. Take the anger with me to kind of motivate myself to overcome this penalty and just pushing without thinking of anything. And yeah, getting the win in the end is always special. It's bringing you confidence, bringing you happiness, and it's a nice reward to the work you do from the beginning of the season. And yeah, that was a nice moment, probably the best one of the season. So for you, how did you manage pole position in Baku with a damaged steering wheel? I want to know the secret.
Yeah, it's a new setup option we try. So next year you will see us in Baku again with the steering wheel like that. No, it was a crazy session. Already in FP we had a really good feeling with the car, and it was going well. And we were up there. Second run for the first push, I did a big mistake, and I really thought it was over. I was thinking to box and just start the race from the back, but I just went for the lap without pressure, and yeah, luckily it paid off. We had a really strong car that weekend. I mean, I was always P1, so yeah, the team gave me a good car. I almost threw it away, but it was just about enough. So next is, have you learned a lot from your teammate this year, your rookie season?
Yeah, of course. When you are a rookie and you get a strong teammate alongside you, of course, like Theo, he has been fighting for the titles for 2 years against Djokovic last year. So of course, I think he learned a lot from 2022. So coming into 23 with a lot of confidence. We all know Theo is really quick in quali, in the races. So of course I try to learn as much as possible on his way to work. We'll say also the driving style properly, like how to drive the car. I try to understand a bit the data, work with the team, and be strong together to also improve the car, and the weaknesses we could have, or he could have had like last year. So yeah, I think we had a strong relationship, a strong way to work together with the team. There is no like a proper things that I learned from him. It's just a way, a mindset, and a relationship that we created together. And I think that the speed in the end is something good to look at it when he does better than you. You look at the data and you see where he's going quicker and how and why. So yeah, I hope if I'm coming again in Formula 2 next year, I will have a strong teammate to keep this relationship and this way to work. And actually, did you learn things from Fred this year?
Yeah, for me, I think it was kind of the same thing. Coming into F2 with an experienced teammate is really helpful. Fred has been really good to help me on especially tracks that I never went, like in Jeddah, for example, also Baku. Those difficult tracks where, of course, he's been before. It was nice to kind of learn from him. And then also, especially at the start of the year, the mindset for the races, which was, quite weak for me at the start. So that was where I gained a lot from his mindset. And yeah, like you said, I mean, we work well together, both of us, pushing forward the team. And yeah, we have a good relationship, not much difficulty. So it's nice to have him as my teammate this year. So my final question is, what's your plan this weekend? Do you mind finishing behind me?
I don't plan to finish behind you, of course, but yeah, I know you now really well. From 2022, the fight we had in F3, or again this year in F2. I know how quick you are. I know how quick I am also. I know that we will have a nice weekend fighting for the rookie title. But on my side, it's a target, of course, but I just want to focus on on having a good weekend, like trying to get another pole position, or the podiums or victories. So of course I will try to win do that, win as much as I can, and of course the rookie title is one thing, but I'm not 100% focused on that, because in the end it's like the outcome, the end result, and I'm not this kind of person who really like focus on it. I just want to make the most out of the weekend, learn as much as possible, and be ready for another season if I'm coming again in F2. But of course, I will try to beat you like you will try to beat me. But it will be a nice fight with respect.
For sure.
And what is your setup for this weekend? What's your goal?
My car setup, or
I don't know. I don't know. Not car as the car setup. If you want to give me, you can give me. But then I
we
will
can
send
swap
you
if
the
you
team.
want, just to see if we have anything interesting. No, I mean my setup is the same. I'm not fighting for the overall championship, which is the only one I care about. So it's not really something I'm looking at. But I try to do my best. I know we have a good car here, so yeah, I think we can be competitive and go for a good way to finish the season. We have a good momentum at the moment with the team, so we're going to try and keep it up and finish on a high.
Let's be the fastest two drivers of the weekend then.
That's the goal.
Yeah, we finished with the question from me, from Ollie, and him from him to me. I think we can, if you have some question to ask us, you can ask your question, and we will. I will try to answer one, and I will try to say one to Ollie coming from you. So if you have questions, you can ask. In the meantime, mate, what you have been doing since 2 months? Because it was a long break.
Yeah, it's a long time. Luckily, I got the FP1 in Mexico, which was nice. So it was nice to get back on the racetrack, because otherwise it would be a big gap. I did also the test in Fiorano, because I had to do 300k before to do the FP1. But yeah, that was good to split up, because the break was really big. I'm not sure if I remember how to drive the F2, so it'll be interesting. And you?
Me, I have been doing. I had a private F1 test with Alpine, so I drove with them in Budapest. Nice experience, of course.
Not bad. That's correct.
Best of my life, but yeah, I didn't get yet an FP1. But of course, then the break. I mean, you use it to rest. You use it to spend time with family, with friends, and to also to get ready again for Abu Dhabi. So it goes quick, actually. It can be long,
Yeah.
but it goes quick. Question. What was your favorite F2 race this year?
My favorite what, sorry?
F2 race this year.
That's a tough question. I would say Monza, especially because I'm part of the. It was really nice to win in the home track of the team. That was really amazing, and we had a lot of support from the fans, even for the F2 race. And the fans in Monza are always incredible, also for Prema. So yeah, that was a cool weekend. But Baku is up there as well for being a nice weekend.
Then I will answer one. How different does it feel driving an F1 car to an F2 car? Yeah, honestly, there is quite a lot of change. Of course, the F2 car, it can be quite tricky and difficult to drive, because you get to do all the the warm-up procedure of the brakes, of the tires. You doesn't have also the power steering, so physically it can be tricky, like in warm places like in Abu Dhabi. But driving an F1 car, it feels like everything is set up for the performance, for the excellence of the car, to find the last few milliseconds, I will say. So everything is ready when you start pushing. You have a lot of downforce, a lot of engine power, and yeah, it just feels incredible. It's like a rocket on a rail, and it's just a pure pleasure to drive the car.
Where are you finding these questions? Because I cannot see them.
it's here. I think it's I don't know. It's like I don't know. They gave it to me. I think you cannot see them
No, I think you have to give them to me.
because I'm on the F2 account, so I can see the question.
Ah,
That's
okay.
why. Um, I think you can say something in Italian. There is a question. Can you say something in Italian? Say it.
Oh, that's a horrible
Oh, what is it?
question. You kill me there. I'm still learning. I will not embarrass myself in the live. But hopefully, being with Ferrari, it's part of the job. You need to learn Italian. But they are giving me some lessons. A few more years, and I will be there. Maybe 2026.
I cannot speak Italian neither, so I'm planning to learn again. Not actually for Ferrari, but just for myself
For
in
fun.
case I need to speak Italian at some point.
It's a good language to learn.
I don't know. There are too many. Any goals for next season? On my side, I mean, of course, finishing the season will be important to make it well, to finish it. Like I said, with the goal I want to get, of course, to win some races, to maybe try to get some pole position, but also to get a nice performance and to feel well, just to be happy at the end of the season. And then for the next one, of course, the target. My target is to go to Formula One. So before going to F1, you need to win the Formula Two championship. So of course, that will be the target to come again in F2. That's the natural decision to take. It's not official yet. It's not signed yet. But I've been working really well with ART. I'm feeling like at home. So the goal will be to come again in F2 and with them, of course. And you?
Yeah, I think it's the same. I mean, I'm planning to come back. I would like to do so with Prema. We had such a good year this year in terms of how we worked, and the relationship is really strong now. I've been working with them for coming up to 2 years now. Hopefully, we can make it 3. Yeah, I mean, my goal overall in the long term is to get to F1 and to obviously win in F1. And to do that, you need to win in F2. So, yeah, I think we both have the same thing. We both need to win in F2, but only one of us can. So, yeah, that's my goal. I'm planning to be at the front of F2 next year and do as well as we can.
Okay. And one last one to each other. Favorite cuisine? So
Cuisine.
it's like cuisine. It's like I think favorite
Yeah,
food or something like that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so which one is going? I will go. The thing is, now
I
I'm
go.
living in Italy, so I have a bit of a biased answer. Of course, it has to be the Italian food. A nice pizza on a Friday is very nice. I think the Italian food is some of the, and especially coming from the UK, it's an upgrade. So yeah, it's nice there.
Actually, on my side, it's also coming from Italy, but it's more like pasta. I love every sauce which are going with pasta, like truffle, even carbonara. Or, I mean, every type of pasta. I just love it. So yeah, every time I want to have a nice meal is going with pasta.
I thought you would like the snails and the frog legs.
No, I mean that. Yeah, I know the French. The French cuisine. The French. We have nice restaurant in France with with things like this that I love. But I think it's, how do you call the thing like going like the
Snail.
yeah,
Snail.
snail is really good. I love it.
It's good.
Yes, with a special
I
sauce. It's really good.
I let
Like
you
it's
I
like a
let you
pesto.
enjoy.
It's not a pesto, but it's like a green sauce. If you come in France, I will make you try.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I will try with my nose like that.
Now you will love it. I think that's it. We need to say goodbye to all of you guys. thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us, and I hope you enjoy this, and have a nice weekend. We'll try to put a nice show on the track. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you. See you on track, everyone.
Bye bye.